never done projects. But we are just a silly little YouTube channel. We've never done Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and consider joining a member on the wall and out by the road for only $4.99 a month.
Well, I see we had plenty of people waiting on us. I am not reading everything y'all have been typing. But I've been reading it already, just not out loud. Don't worry, y'all. I still paid a little bit of attention. Ryan, I messed up his drawing of his blah blah blahs. I see that we got Ryan, Lotus, Flord, and Alexis, all four of y'all in here. And I saw Carlo, so there was 5. But I decided 2 minutes, 3 minutes early. Dad told me to. Carlo said, sup R3 and Pops. Hello, Carlo and Papa Renzo.
Hello, Carlo, Papa Renzo.
And my friend said the champ is here. Well, welcome in, my friend. How have you been? It rained here for about 35 seconds. We needed a little bit more rain than that.
But just enough to really get it sticky.
Oh, speaking of sticky, that might be a little shit.
Nah.
Brian said his 93 was turbo, took too much to get it to hook. Those cars squat too hard for stock front wheel drive. What's that, 3000 GT? Florida said you get your ears lowered? Yes, sir, I did. I got it Friday. I just want you to know I feel a lot better having my ears lowered like this. Hey, what if we use that small jigsaw traced out where we need to cut it out?
I'm cleaning it up right now, but yeah.
We just mark it out and follow the line.
I'm thinking about just taking my grinders, cordless.
You got a nibbler too. Ryan said I sold my 93 and traded my 92. Dang. Lex said 7 and 7. Ryan said yes. Randy Dodge Stealth. Never heard of the Stealth, but I have heard of a Mitsubishi 3000 GT. Carlo said nice haircut R3. Thank you, Carlo. It's a little greasy. I got a little sweaty today, but I mean, so is life. AJ says hello, everyone. Hello, AJ. Flora said I shaved mine about 2 months ago, and it's just now filling back in. Madison takes a look at my receding hairline all the time and like holds her hand up and says, "You would not look good bald. Do not shave your head." That's the bold of you to assume I care if I look good. But yeah, between that and the gnarly scar on my head now, I don't think I'm allowed to shave my head. Lex said dog 8 and 7. Ryan said the Dodge Stealth and 3000 GT are the same car. Oh, ha, my bad. I did not know that. You have now educated me again. AJ says nice haircut. Thank you, AJ. Lex said 13 and 7. Lotus said ever get to drive a 4RV 300 GT? They are a whole different world from the front wheel drive. I have not. Lotus said 3000 GT. I've never drove any of those. Andre said happy Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Parker said I like you cut. Did you hear about Olive Tree? I did not hear about Olive Tree, but thank you, Parker. Alex said 18 and 7. Florida said what was the BMW that looked like those? I'm not sure. Charlie said happy Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Ryan said, yeah, so I get into the stealth stuff because a friend had a VR4 at the same time. His made a little over 500 wheel horsepower. And then Ryan said 845. No, it's 701. Parker said, have you heard of Olive Tree? I have not. Songwriter. No, I have not. Parker, I don't do a lot of music. Chanley, I usually stick with, I don't call my cousin. Nice try, though. Fifth River Rap, okay. Let's not talk about people like that because some people don't like that person. Doesn't matter to me if you like him or not, but hey, happy birthday to him. Jenny said, where's your lovely granddad? He's normally does it. Wears glasses. He's actually quite intelligent. He's a really nice guy. He just walked out, but that's my dad. Not my granddad. Close enough. Spake of the devil and he shall appear. Ryan said his early stuff is better. Boston said, hi guys, stay cool, have a great weekend.
Hello.
Or have a great week ahead, excuse me. Maria said, is that a tattoo? Where? Olive said, Oliver survived. Boston said, chat, y'all stay cool, much love and respect. Appreciate it, Boston Bill. AJ said, I was watching the video that had the tree falling on you. AJ says, what that chainsaw powered on when you were running away from the tree?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It was still running when I got to him. I had to take it off his leg.
Yeah, when the tree hit me and by the falling and the branches and, you know, the grace of the big man upstairs, it locked the bar. Otherwise, what, was it sitting on top of my leg or my leg on top of it?
It was on top of your leg with a tree on top of it.
Okay, so if the bar had not have been locked, there's a better chance than not it would have just zipped right through my leg. But yeah, I did not shut it off. I did not lock it. I like to make a joke and say I had enough forethought to lock it. I did not. Ryan said, hello, Maria. Maria said, nice haircut, by the way. Thank you, Maria. Lotus said, hey, Maria. Maria said, hi, Ryan. Parker retracted his message. Maria said, hi, Lotus. Chaley said they had the secret to living with the extra chromosome. Well, hey, that's fine. Look, I mean, if you and your uncle want to swap that secret back and forth while y'all are in the closet, tongue punching each other's fart boxes, that's between you and yours.
Yeah, dude.
Lotus said, I miss DSMs. I miss BBLs. Nicholas said, hello. Carlos said, hello, Maria. Jenny said, can you read this to him, please? Where's you lovely granddad? He normally does it and wears glasses. He's actually quite intelligent and he's really a nice guy.
Well, thank you. I'm right here.
Yep.
It just ain't my turn yet.
Maria said, where? On your butt?
Chicken butt.
Lotus said, time to trade the Genesis for another Talon TSI. Maria said, you know where it is. Where what is? Kids Tour said, hi, hello. Maria said, what's on your hand? Nothing's on my hand. Nicholas is waving. Parker said, car equals money. Absolutely. Lotus says, geez, you're so lucky, Randy. I'm so glad you're still with us. Thank you, Lotus. Definitely was an uphill battle. I said it this morning. It's almost been a year. I went swimming for the first time since it happened yesterday, and about the time I stepped off the last rung to get in the lake, Daddy goes, hey, have you swam since you got better? I'm like, shit! No, I have not! Turns out I can still swim. 6.2 Big said morning. Good morning, my Ford loving friend. I mean, my Chevrolet loving friend. I gotta be careful. I don't need to upset you. Not this early in the morning. Ryan said, I honestly loved when I switched to VW from Mitsubishi, but I absolutely missed the stealth life. Lex said 17, 19, and 7. Lotus said, I hate working on VWs. I think everybody hates working on VWs. They're just cool. AJ said that must have been scary. I think Daddy was more scared than me. I woke up. So, I mean, I woke up and everything hurt like an MF'er. And I remember putting my legs on top of the tree, and that took a lot of pain away until the tree was yanked out from underneath my leg. But it was an event. Brandon said, I'm eating Oreo. It was scary. One of us had to be calm when the other one was over there on the phone with two people at once and couldn't remember the address.
I was giving the address to my first house.
So we're very lucky on a bunch of different things, but we're also very lucky that one of us was coherent enough to remember the address. Maria's eating a cookie. Or not cookie, Oreo. You should be ashamed. Those are bad for you. Carlos said, I'm going to get my girlfriend to tattoo my name on her hip. Hey, there you go. Pack. Nope. Alexa said 22. Ryan said, Maria, do you like BTS? What's BTS? I don't even know what BTS is. Lotus said everything is overcomplicated in Allen heads. Really? F that. AJ said I saw that helicopter flying. I remember them wheeling me onto the helicopter and thinking about it. That was hotter than hell going past those vents to get into the helicopter. I just kept my eyes closed because that was kind of the only way I could focus. They told me they were going to give me some Dilaudid fentanyl. I said, all right, well, I guess I'm going to take a nap. And I remember, last thing I remember is when we were going through the air, it was about like riding on a boat. I remember falling asleep. When I woke up, we were landing, and they didn't even take me to the room first. They took me straight to the CT, MRI, whatever it was. Lex said 7, 18, and 8. Florida said hi, Pops.
Hello.
Kiko said the U.S. is doing good in the World Cup. That's good to hear. Ryan said, honestly, Lotus, my 90s VWs have less shit going on than the 80s Honda. Really? Nicholas said, like number 6. Sorry, I forgot. It's okay. Florida said, like and subscribe. Thank you, Florida. Ryan said, hey, Kiko. Maria said, LOL, Ryan. I used to love those Chinese Korean boy bands when I was 12 or 13. What, that like 12 days ago? Lex said, Alexis Hubbard. Kiko said, hey, Ryan. Jeff says he wants to French kiss Trump. I mean, hey, different strokes for different folks, but I mean, if you like him that much, buddy, you go tongue punch that fart box. Jenny said, your dad is comedy gold. Could you ask him would it be possible if I could give him a lap dance? Ask him, please. Sounds like no. Lotus said, I know, I remember having a few cheery up conversations with you. Yeah, I appreciate it. A lot of people helped in that situation that I forget who I was telling it about. People helped in ways that they might not ever know. Alexis said 16 and 8. Maria said, and my parents until now, they think I like them, so every time they say they see any Asian person, they say, that's your friend. Tell them that's racist. They don't all look the same. Maria said, that's kind of racist. Lotus said, you love Trump so much you want to F him. Dang, yeah, no shit. That's weird, man. I mean, I get it. People like him, people don't like him. But I mean, wanting to screw a, 80-some-year-old man, that's kind of weird. Ryan said, so BTS made a special edition Oreo. Okay. Kiko said, are there many Asians there, Maria? Let's see. Ryan said, it's brown sugar pancake. That sounds disgusting. Maria said, where do you study? Or, it corrected where, Kiko, to where do you study? So, where, Kiko? In Iraq? Kiko said, yeah. Lotus said, BTS is a K-pop band. BTS is also Black's Tire and Supply. They deliver tires here, and they sponsor a NASCAR car. Maria said, damn, you don't know who's BTS? I don't know boy bands. I barely know myself. Lexa said 12 and 9. Maria said, y'all literally living in a cave?
No, yep. I just don't give a shit.
D-I-L-L-I-G-A-F. Lotus said, Tara Bibble. Kiko said, I know BTS. He is a football player. Maria said, search about them on the computer. Then I'll get all kind of boy band crap on here. I'm good. Ryan said, BTS is a South Korean boy band.
If you haven't figured it out, we don't listen to music very much.
We use AI to make our music. Lex said 14 and 9. AJ says, what was it just you on the helicopter? Me and whoever the medical staff was. Daddy was not allowed to fly with me. If he was, I don't know if he would have.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
You wouldn't have seen much.
It don't matter, I've been there.
Kiko said BTS white chocolate brand. Ryan said, I have a 94 Jetta and it's largely original minus a swapped in transmission. Full bolt-ons. Lotus said that's where why we play the 90s Hondas. Play with 90s Hondas. Hornby said, do you remember being young? It was fun. Yeah, this can't be the same heat I used to play in. Lex said at cat 14, 9 and dog. And then some orange squares. AJ said, I looked up NDP on Google Maps. Ha! I never knew it could be on YouTube. It would be on YouTube. Yep. AJ, we don't hide where we are.
Or who we are.
Yep. I mean, we pretty well open books. There's some things we don't talk about, like religion, politics, or controversial subjects. But I mean, what's her name? Christine was in the live this morning during breakfast and said something about doing a meetup. And I'll gladly tell people, come on down. We'll have a meetup. We'll plan it on something. I think
Nick going to try to come in this week.
I have a feeling. Ooh. Ryan said 90s Honda is way worse than 80s. LOL. I'm the 80s. I could put a Weber on it.
Oh, what Honda was that? Honda. What the guy down there's got the 454 in it? Right down here. We've got the
Oh! The motor was in the back. What? No, it doesn't have 454. It has 355.
I thought it was 450. Anyway, it's right there. No, it's right there where it goes.
I'm pretty sure it's the Civic or like
Honda Civic, one of them hatchbacks.
Yeah, like a 90s hatchback Civic. He's got a 355 V8 in it.
I thought for sure he said 454.
Ryan said that, and putting coolant through the intake manifold is just dumb. Lex said 9 dog. Nicholas sent some kind of pink thing. Looks like they're eating cereal. AJ says I only like Trump for the stimulus check.
I'm about ready for one.
Yeah. Justice is his, and I have dementia. Who are you? Who are you? I'm Randy. AJ says, what if AI was our president? Be just as corrupt as the people we got anyway. Lotus said, it is, but we delete all that crap. Lex said, corn.
Oh.
Ryan said, I don't have to delete that stuff because VW didn't do it. Lol. Biggie Cheese, or Biggie Ches, said, should I text my crush I like her, or play the long game with her 14 years? I am a boy. Wait longer because you're going to get your heart broken. Or you could just talk to her in person. Over the phone's kind of impersonal. Maria said, Kiko, we are Asians. Iraq is literally an Asian country. I'm glad you said it, not me. Lexus sent a bunch of EMS. Wee. Ryan said, all I can hear is the AI music is a squeal.
She said, there's a whole damn country full of them.
Yeah. MH22177ERS said, what has scales and cleans the floor? A fish model. It translated, so it might have been funnier if it was actually read normally, but it's not in English. Alexa said, car 17 and 9. Lotus said, yeah. You can pull a Honda D16 out with a hoist. Try that with the VW. Jane said, hey, R3 and Pops. Hello, Jane. How's the whiplash? Alexa said, no. Maria said, but I know what you mean now because the relationship is good between Iraq and China. A lot of Chinese workers come here to work. A lot of Chinese tourists, too. Really? That's pretty odd. Jane said, hey, Lotus, Maria, and Ryan. Lotus said, hey, Jane. Nelson said, hey, Jane. Hello, Nelson.
Hello, Nelson.
I like this Nelson better than the one I work with. Maria said, and people from here start dating and marrying Chinese people more. Oh, that's pretty cool. Lotus said, I messed up back years ago just trying to pick up a VW Trans from a Passat. Hornby said, your dad is not eating or sleeping. Give him 5 minutes.
I don't know. I could go to sleep right now. I know that.
Lex said 19 and 9. Nelson said, hey, Lotus. Ryan said, yeah, I can't just lift a motor out, but I don't have to lift the motor out. Ryan said, hey, Jane. Kiko said, nice, Maria. Jane said, I have dementia. Who am I? Who are you? Who am I? Chicken Wing Bucket said, I got a 454 in the toilet after the Chinese. Okay. Maria said, I'm on number 1. I'll be damned. You are. I'm still number 4 from where me and Ryan were chatting earlier. Lexa said, care. Maria said, don't tell Cootie. Cootie! Oh, she's a long way away. Never mind. Ryan said, shit, Lotus, I have trans. I had to have a heave up in there.
Did he say he was trans?
No, he has trans. He has to heave up in there. I knew you were a furry, but I didn't know you were that kind of guy. Oh, man. How much you treasure his friendship?
Well, we know he's got a furry suit.
Yeah, I know he does.
He cannot deny.
His show delivered.
It might not be open, but he's got one.
AJ says, hi, Jane. Nelson said, I'm Maria. Nicholas said, hey, Jane, friend. Jane said, hi, Nicholas. Carlo said, hello, Jane. Daniel said, cheers. Cheers, mate. Shit. Jane said, hi, Carlo and Papa Renzo. AJ says, did your dad ever laugh so hard he rolled on the floor? No, but he about passed the hell out the other day. Jane said, hi, Daniel. Hi, AJ.
Bubble balloon.
Maria said, hi, Jane. Lex said, 18 and 10. Jane said, my neck is sore, LOL. I bet so. All that drinking and riding. minus the drinking. Florida said, like and subscribe. I would appreciate it if you did. We only had 4 subscribers in the last 28 days.
We've lost more than we got. We was on up into the 70s, but it's already gone down.
Yeah, it was 67 last time I looked at it. Lex said 10.
I think Lotus keeps taking his back.
Yeah, we're going to need a few more Lotuses to subscribe. Jane said, hey, Nelson. Lotus said, hey, Nelson. Jane said, hey, Florida. Florida said, hi, Jane, with a pink flower. Nelson said, Nelson is heading to Denver. I'll be dang. You be safe, Nelson.
Be
Jane
safe,
said,
buddy.
be safe. Nelson said, hey, Florida. Florida's sleeping. Maria said, yes, sleep and complain about people who sleep more than you. Jane said, storm came through earlier. Going to be in the 50s tonight. Must be nice. It stormed here for about 3 seconds. Florida said, hello, Nelson. Lotus said, my mom had a turbo Passat wagon I liked for a bit till I split the dipstick out and puked all the oil out, blew up. Well, that sounds like an operator here. Carlos said, get Papa Renzo to massage your neck, Jane. Hornby said, does your ever get road rage? Every drive. Florida got almost 2 inches of rain. I don't know what we got here. It rained, pretty hard for a couple minutes, but it just gone. Maria said, I can't sleep too much. I have things to do. And when he wakes up, he'll take a nap after breakfast.
She's got to go walk her chicken.
Yeah, listen, we finished the breakfast live this morning. I was talking to him while we were watching a video on the TV. I look over. I'm like, well, shit, never mind. Yavas said, hi, bro, hello. I said, the table has a furry suit.
It's in your house.
Yep. And it's addressed to you with a winky face. Maria said, the real question is, do you have a tattoo? Don't play dumb with me.
I got a fish memory. I don't know what's talking about.
Who are you? No. Florida said, supposed to storm again tonight. If it could storm and bring the temperature down a little bit and the humidity not skyrocket, I would be okay with it. Jane said, Carlo, I was on a boat yesterday. I don't think I can stand someone massaging it. Maria said, tell him to get balloon gum. He'll pass out. Hold on, we got something right here.
There's some,
I ate some earlier. I like this kind better than the other kind.
I use that's my I use that to clean my teeth out.
Lois said, Jane, your neck hurts from the boat? Yep. Lex said 13, 14, 11, 12, and 11. Maria said, Jane, I saw you message. You sent me birthday. Sorry, I didn't see it earlier. She was ignoring you for 12 days. Lois said she was the only one driving it. Had nothing to do with it. My bad, yeah. Carlos said, oh, okay, Jane. Jane said, it's okay, Maria. I do the same. Lotus said, she called me and said, my car says shut off now. What should I do? I said, shut off now. She said, I drove it home.
And she said if it was smart enough to tell me, it should have been smart enough to cut itself off.
Well, you remember what's his name, Charlie? Who had the old Toyota? Said he only changes the oil in it when the damn low oil light comes on. Might have been Charlie, might have been somebody we were trying to buy something from. We were trying to buy something or something like that. They're like, yeah, we changed the oil every time it says it was. The oil light comes on. We're like, that means it's low. Like, well, we change it every time it comes on. God dang. Okay. Jason Lotus, I went out on my other boat, different lake. It was rough. Other boat must be nice to have more than one boat.
Oh my God, would you quit saying that stupid shit? Get your ass off it and go to work. You can have more. Get yourself a job.
Maria said, holy shit. What are you holy shitting? Ryan said, I need rain. My front pond is growing islands. My little pond back there is gone. Ryan said, you have, or not Ryan, Lotus said, you have 2 boats. You got me there. You got me there.
And 38 vehicles.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
Alexa said 11, 16, and 12. Maria said because she sent it on Gmail, I don't open Gmail. That makes sense. Jane said they had a strong front go through, stormed, wind blew hard, rained sideways. Latex, half hour. Now, nice cold breeze. Cool. Wolfman said, why people stream in the bedroom? Gets people watching. Lex said 16 and 12. Jay said, I have 2 old boats. Well, I guess technically ours are considered old, but people still like them. Wolfman said, tell your dad to get off your ass, get a job, and get family, bitch. You a hateful motherfucker, ain't you? You need to go blow your boyfriend. Lowe's said, I have a job in bills. One out tends the other, waiting the other. Carlos said, guys, I think we have corrupted an innocent young Iraqi girl. I think she was this bad beforehand. She just uses English to say it now. Maria said, I have 1 vehicle. Lo said, that happened a while ago, Carlo. I sent Maria a funny Instagram reel the other day of a guy with a snot rocket. Oh, Jane says she has 1 vehicle with 2 boats. Lexa said 12 and 12. Maria said, R3, I decided to listen to your advice. I'll go and eat cheesecake tomorrow. Cool. Report back. New York style is my favorite. And just so you know, Maria, these tattoos are fake. I can come in tomorrow with a different one. Jane said, both boats work and float. That's what matters. That's what's really important. Lotus said, I have 8 RC boats. Flexing on us. Ryan said, I have many vehicles, no boats. Jane said, yum, cheesecake. I make cheesecake and put my homemade caramel on top. I really was about to read that as I put my own homemade cream on top. I was about to start gagging. Lotus said, LO, I can tell you she didn't think it was funny. Mary said, if it's tastes bad, I'll blame you.
Why are you always trying to find somebody to blame?
It's actually your fault because your taste buds are wrong. Rickardy said, if you blow it up and it's still considered a boat, sure. Maria said, oh, fake tattoos. Yeah, I hadn't got any tattoos. Maria said, they literally ruined my mind, Carlo. Oh, yeah, it's literally our fault. Calling a couch a coochie. Jay said, hey, Rickardy. Maria said, don't listen to them.
People really need to take take credit for their own actions.
Yep. Carlos said, Lotus, I don't have a motorboat, but I can float your boat. Flora said, Wolfman is the leader of the 2-inch gang. Don't let him sneak up on you. I don't think he's even got 2. He's got that problem where he can't see it past his belly. Maria said, because...
talking about me.
Yeah, look, I bet that's the kind of guy that his wife puts a cage on it while she has another man.
That is wrong.
He's the kind of guy. Maria said, because I'm sure I didn't know what coochie meant before knowing them. Lotus and Maria, cheesecake is amazing. 0 chance you won't like it. She's not going to like it just because I recommended it. Nelson said, hey, big. Carlo's laughing at Maria. Lotus said, Carlo, go take your meds. Nelson said, hey, Rickardy. Jane said, if Maria doesn't like cheesecake, there's something wrong with her. There's not anymore. Floor said, go wash your dad's car, Maria. Jane said, coochie, Maria.
Hey, really like it.
I felt bad. Carlos said something else. Maria said, and I definitely did not know what helicopter means. Like that thing I flew on?
No.
Oh, like the other helicopter, like the inappropriate helicopter. Why are we teaching her this stuff?
Somebody else brought it up, and I just told her to look it up. No, don't ask us. I didn't teach her shit.
Lord have mercy. You better have been on the incognito tab or at least wiped out your damn recent search history. Nelson said, love cheesecake. Everybody here loves cheesecake. Lotus said, you gonna learn today. Yeah. Ryan said Amanda is not a cheesecake person. I thought me and her were off to a good foot. I don't know about all that. I'm going to talk to her, tell her to put that furry suit on you and eat some cheesecake. Ryan loves strawberry cheesecake. Does that mean it's alright? Maria said, you all on me tonight, y'all mean. Jay said, really, Ryan? Ugh. Rickety said, some folks don't like graham cracker. Now, I will tell you, that is one thing about cheesecake, is if you got too thick of the graham cracker like crust, it can overpower the taste of the actual like cheesecake. But if you don't like that, if you don't like graham crackers and you're trying it, Maria, just eat the regular cheesecake. Ryan said, yeah, Amanda's not keen on most cheese. Took me years to get her to use any cheese. I can understand that. Carlo says, Papa Renzo's asking, what sport do the Carolina Panthers play? Football, American football. They're quite bad. Jay said there were 2 Black Hawk helicopters flying over lake yesterday. Air show this weekend. Cool. Lowe said football, Carlo. Jay said football. Carlo said, oh, okay. She showed her boobies and I like them. Jay said, yeah, I don't make crust thick. It takes away from the cake. I agree with that. Lotus out, yeah, I saw a raptor pass overhead this weekend. Cool. Maria said, what about San Sebastian cheesecake? I have never heard of it. Ryan said, who is San Sebastian? It's a good question, right? Alexa said 12. Maria said, my grandpa. You better tell your grandpa you like his cheesecake. If you don't, he ought to whoop your tail. Steel Weather said hi. Hello, Steely. Alexa said 15. Just DeRay said hey and hello. You look very nice. Did you get another haircut? Yes, I did.
Hello,
got this Friday.
hey.
I'm very happy with it. Madison said it's usually shorter. So I hit her with the, that's what she said. But I wouldn't mind a little bit more off the top, but I'll go back next month. Jay said, we were in Indian Lake, Lotus. Did you see any other cool planes, Lotus? Maria said, I don't know who it is. I sure as hell don't. Erwin said, howdy. Hello, Erwin. Jay said, hi to Ray. Lotus said, I want to try Japan's jiggly cheesecake.
I ain't never heard of it.
I ain't either. Lex said 14 and 16. You know, I caught myself watching all this anime stuff and wanting to go visit Japan. Then it dawned on me, hey, cartoons and TV shows ain't what the real thing is. And I don't speak Japanese. Lex said 14 and 16. Maria said, yeah, definitely. I'm going to tell my grandpa I like his cheesecake. That's not weird. Why would it be weird? Lois said, looks good, but New York cheesecake is the best. I agree with that. I've never heard of the jiggly cheesecake. I usually like jiggly things, but that New York cheesecake's. Ryan said, seeing Japanese sweets depresses me. It's always so underwhelming. Lotus said, not this year, just the Raptor. It's been cloudy here. Jason Maria, does your grandpa make cheesecake? Maria said, no, Jane, it's a joke. Oh, okay. Rickety said, San Sebastian, a charming city in Spain's northern coast. Huh, look at that, dropping some knowledge on me. DeRay said, hey and hello, Jane. Happy Sunday with some pink roses, or, excuse me, those look like tulips. And a big smiley face. Jason, Mexican sweets are overwhelming too, or underwhelming, excuse me. Isn't most of their stuff like hot, spicy hot? Lotus said, Carlo, dial it back 20%, bud. Oh, speaking of Mexican, somebody comes in speaking Spanish, and said pendejo, and it translates to stupid. Fucking idiot. Hold on, Slot Farmer, how long have you been on YouTube? 9 years, 4 subscribers, you got your message deleted. Oh. I see, you're one of those people. Gotcha. Okay. Ryan said Tres Leches is about the only thing from Mexico that I care about. Lol. Carlos said LOL, okay, Lotus. Lex said 13. Lotus said that was the first Spanish word I learned. Ray said I only eat breakfast at 7 a.m. today. Well, we cooked breakfast today at what, 12 o'clock, a little after 12? Right at 12. And I want y'all to know it was just hot and humid. I ate the little like tortilla thing. It was pretty good. I mean, the food was still good, but it was just like hot. Like even the fan wasn't helping. They said 18, 12, and 18. Maria said my parents cooked fish on lunch. I didn't want to eat it. Oh, I thought you were home alone with the chicken. Lo said, what kind of fish? Carlos said punta. There's a Spanish word. Yep. Ryan said, I don't eat things out of the water, just a bunch of bugs. We had fish yesterday. It was pretty odd. Lois said, I had Burger King for lunch. Jane said, big fish. Well, Bria said, no, they came back, unfortunately.
Wow.
You're harsh. Ricky said, out at the lake this morning, watched the war canoe races. Oh, that sounds fun. Jane said, Ryan, you don't eat fish and seafood? I cooked crab legs this morning, too. Lotus said, the Whopper King. Maria said, yes, we have big fish. Just a little bit of information, Maria. In English, you don't add an S to fish or deer when you're talking plural. Not making fun of you, just giving you some advice. So it's not fishes, it's just fish.
Whether you got one or another.
Oh, yep. And it's the same thing with deer. Ryan said, nah, I wouldn't eat a roach, so I won't eat water roaches either.
If you put an E on the end of it, it's a tracker.
Yep. But that is your word of the day is fish, and tomorrow the word of the day will be deer. Lotus said, what? Well, what? Carlos said, Burger King is called Hungry Jack's here. Oh, that's cool. Mary said, oh, okay, thank you. You're welcome. Sometimes I will bless you with some knowledge. Rickety said, moose and mises. Moose and meese. Is meese plural for moose? Jane said, but fish aren't water roaches. Ryan said, a shrimp is a bug. A fish eats the shrimp. You are what you eat. Lotus said, fish are friends, not food. Bria said, you're a better teacher than the half-asleep man behind you. Look, if I'm going to have you doing our translation and coming over here and so we can pay you no attention, then I'm gonna need you to educate you. Jane said, a fish will eat fish too, LOL. Lotus said, I think he called you a shrimp. That's okay.
Hang on.
You want to pet one? What'd you say? Okay. DeRay said, you have a beautiful laugh, ...
Wow, thank you.
Curious on you. Flora said, deep fried critters all taste the same. Delicious. Leo Lee said, you see that musician that died in helicopter crash? Sad stuff, 31 years of age.
Never mind.
I did not see that, but I hate to hear that.
I heard somebody else got killed on a helicopter.
Kobe.
Last night or today. My name's President.
Let's not talk about that. No controversial subject. Look, I don't ask for much while I read. But no controversial shit.
I just said I heard somebody died. Helicopter.
Oh, that's Oliver Tree. Okay, that explains people were talking about it earlier, Leo. Maria said, did you tell your dad what is WhatsApp? I told him what I know about it, but all I know about it is an app on your phone that you can like text and call on. If it's anything more than that, I am lost.
I don't understand why I need a WhatsApp. What's the difference between that and my phone app? My phone, it's a phone number.
You use WhatsApp through like the internet instead of like cell service. So like if you and her, like, or her and whoever want to text, They can do that without having to like do international stuff. Just like the Instagram stuff. Like Instagram, you can like video call.
So
you
if
can
you got
face
Instagram, you really don't need WhatsApp.
Maria said, yup. Jane said, who is Oliver Tree? Oh, he died in a plane crash. 31 years of age. He was a musician. Apparently.
He got stuff.
Maria said, because the message on WhatsApp is free, you don't have to pay. Same with Instagram, right?
You had to pay for Instagram?
No. Maria said, well, I'm not asking you to download it.
Oh, I mean, I'm just curious. I don't know
Going
what it
off
is.
of women knowledge and usually how they act. I'm not asking you to download it. It sounds like she's asking somebody to download it.
No, I just don't know what it is. I mean, I'm just trying to figure it out.
Jane said, we don't have to pay for Instagram.
I mean, it's kind of like cars. Do you really need more? Never mind.
Yeah, you do. Florida said, WhatsApp is like text messages. Gotcha, okay. Hey, one thing I don't like is this gum gets old quick.
You mother.
That's what you get for trying to mess up my sneeze earlier. I only got one instead of three.
I got you. There's 30.
Lotus says she isn't asking, she's telling. Take a hint, dummy. Yep. I tell Madison the same thing. I say, woman, if you want something, you tell me. I'm not good at that. My God, you're good at telling me when I do it wrong. Maria said, make your own researches. Then if you are curious, don't wait for someone to teach you. That's a good piece of advice. Florida said it's pretty simple, but you can send messages, and it's really secure platform with end-to-end encrypted data. Cool. Okay. That's pretty odd. It's just a race. I'm wishing you folks and everyone in the live stream nice and awesome Sunday. Talk to you later. Thank you, DeRay. Have a wonderful evening. I'll try to laugh more if my laugh is okay enough. Lotus said, yep, they all turn into Captain Hindsight when you mess up. Woo! It's a beautiful day. Let's see, Riggerty said like, dislike. WhatsApp is a free internet-based messaging and calling app that allows users to send text, media, and make voice or video calls across platforms worldwide. Cool. Yeah. Thank you, Rickardy.
Okay.
Jay said, take care, DeRay. Maria said, you know about Messenger?
What about it?
Like on Facebook? Yeah. I send marketplace listings all the time. It's about all I do.
I send a lot to him. He just don't watch them.
Listings, marketplace listings. I look at them. Oh, I wonder if Madison sent, if the thing that Madison sent is still available. Oh, apparently Madison showed this to Addie. A Polaris 110 Outlaw, and Addie wants it. So if she's okay with her getting a 110, she can ride a 90. Speaking of all the Honda stuff.
I seen that. I thought it was kind of high for the.
A lot of people talking about they're smoking crack, wanting $1,800 for it.
I'd give them $500 for it.
Yeah, says reverse went out.
There's another one on there. I think I sent it to you. I'd like to have it.
Flora said you can have chat groups too. Cool.
Wait a minute. I thought Jane had 2 vehicles.
She did, not no more. Maria said I don't blame him. Lotus said Pops and Rando both do Messenger. Lotus said, what is it? It is a 2002 Honda Odyssey that lost reverse, so they started cutting it up. Lotus said, couldn't see it was fuzzy. Here, Lotus, I got a better idea.
Gotta get a little cold.
I'll just send it to him. Yeah, 2002 Honda Odyssey, they started cutting the back and everything off of. There you go, I sent it to you. Maria said, I don't use Facebook, but I should try to use it because it's useful if I'm looking for a job. Really? I never knew Facebook did stuff like that. Lotus said, that works. Look, I tell my wife, you ask and you shall receive. LinkedIn?
Do they have LinkedIn?
Ooh, y'all got LinkedIn? Florida said Honda logging truck now. Yeah, as long as you ain't got to back up, apparently. They want $1,800 for it still. I mean, again, like Dad said, I'd give a couple hundred for it. Jane said, I have one work. Brandon said, no, because Iraqis have around a billion Facebook groups about literally everything. Okay. Oh, Jane has, she said, I have one car.
I thought you had a Honda Pilot and something else.
Nelson said, I didn't know that either. Yeah, I mean, I understand there's plenty of Facebook groups just like here, but shoot, I never thought about Facebook and trying to find a job. But hey, look at that, Maria blessing us with some knowledge. Lotus at 1,800 with 303,000 miles. No way, even if it was perfect. That's what a lot of people saying. Florida said, golly, 1,800 is crazy, even if it was in good shape. Exactly. Maria said, why nobody asking me for my car?
I didn't think you had one.
Yeah, you got you
You
ain't
don't
got
even wash your daddies.
Yeah. Oh, Jane said just a Pilot.
Oh.
So she's only got the Honda Pilot.
Oh,
Lotus said, you got a car, Maria?
I thought she was trying to get rid of it not too long ago.
Yeah, Florida said, LOL, I like Lotus. We are on the same page. Yeah, we on the same page on that too. Lotus said, what did you get? Maria said, I also have my credit card, but no money on it. Maria said, I have a toy car. What kind of toy car you got?
A Toyota.
But hey, my credit card's the same way, Maria. I use it like a gift card. I just swipe it and hope for the best. Don't know the balance on it. Jane said, I thought about selling it, but decided to keep.
Oh, okay. I know you said something about it, but I thought you had two.
Maria said, red toy car. Look at that. We are officially being a bad influence on the Iraqi girl, get her to buy cars. Listen, a person that grew up having Hot Wheels and Max boxes and multiple like toy cars cannot be an adult with only one car. You just can't do it. Lotus said, Maria rolling in a cozy coupe, Flintstone power, absolutely. Flora said we should buy her her dad a car wash. I would do it. I would. Jane said, but I'd like a 65 Mustang. Lol. Best I can do is a Matchbox car of one. I think we got one of those. Addie and Allie play with them. You did lock everything up down there, right? Down there. Maria said, my little cousin is obsessed about cars. He has about 100 toy cars. Cool. That's awesome. There's only a couple hobbies that you're going to see me make fun of. And one of them is, what is it? Hobby horsing, where you ride a stick horse around.
Have you
Stuff
seen
like that.
where they got a damn handlebar, front forward, and a bicycle
I sent
wheel?
it to you. Yep.
That is
It's
just
hobby-
a
it's
stupid
hobby
damn
biking.
hobby horse.
Yep. They originally started doing it to make fun of hobby horsing. But people was like, oh wow, this is actually fun. And now they're just as bad as the hobby horsing.
That is stupid.
Yep. They buy a bike and cut the whole front of it off and then push the bike around. Florida said I have 10 R3 is right. Exactly. I don't know how many hundreds of toy cars I had growing up, and now we got what, 25 here right now? Lotus said, Jane, buy a rust bucket and make Daryl fix it up. Hey, there you go. Jane said, I have a Max box leftovers for my boys. Moroke said, first one to blink is gay. I bet you blinking like a son of a bitch. Lotus said, Carlo has toy cars. Flora said, I really want a garden train on my property for hauling firewood. I have never really cared about trains outside of working with them. But like we have a hole in the block here and I can go through there. I would love to have like a train going through the building, like just random times. And that would be what carries like the phone around if it's live 24/7. Do that and it would just be live going around. You can watch Kane do whatever he wants to do. That would be cool. But hell, a garden train to haul firewood would be cool. Lois said, Morak, we know you blink first. Nelson said, I have about 2,500 Hot Wheels. Awesome, Nelson. Maria said, LOL, I remember my dad when I was little. He used to conversing me to buy cars and boy toys. So when we get back home, he's going to play with them. That's the best part about being a parent. Carlos said, Lotus, I wouldn't call them toys. Uh-oh. Maria said, how did you know he wanted a son, not a daughter? I think every man deep down wants a son, but a daughter, I told Addie, she said something about she wanted a girl's toy, not a boy's toy. I said, well, Addie, you can play with whatever toy you want. It doesn't change what you are. I said, you'll always be my daughter, you'll always be my little girl. If you want to play with a boy's toy, then we'll go get a boy's toy. You want to play with race cars, you're going to be the baddest race car we got. Lotus said, I did. Toy great. Maria said, I thought they were toys, Carlo. What do you call them? Mini car? Remote controlled cars, RCs. Florida said, yes, that would be awesome. Carlos said, they are high performance model race cars, Maria. Lex said 11, 12, and 18. Florida said, I won't live stream, but can't build it yet, so I am buying tools instead of now and collecting iron to cast. Hey, there you go. Look, it sounds like you got a hell of a plan together. I think you can do it. Topper said, what's up, Doe? I didn't even want kids, not for me. What's up, Topper?
Topper.
I always wanted my two. Addie was kind of a surprise. But if you wait around till you're ready, you'll never have kids. And just like everything else in this world, if you don't want to have kids, don't have kids. Jane said, my two youngest granddaughters are tomboys, have their own dirt bikes. Addie wants a dirt bike. I hate that her electric one's not doing right. But we might have to get one of my old four-wheelers here. We ain't gonna let her rip, Tater Chip. Now that we got man on the skid steer getting rid of all the stumps, oh, she gonna be hell on wheels. Don't you think?
Yep, I got a little track laid out too.
Tell y'all what, we had to strap a helmet to her, or strap a GoPro to her helmet, let her ride. Jay said 6-year-old has a dirt bike. There you go. I thought about getting Addie, which I mean, again, she's 5. I thought about getting her like a Honda 50cc or 49cc 2-stroke, whatever. Daryl at Metal Art Custom said tap tap. Hello, Daryl.
Hello, Daryl.
Lotus said sup, Daryl. Jane said hey, Daryl. Maria said I find it weird when they see a little boy playing with girl toys and they say he can't play with them because he's a boy, but when a girl play with boy toys, it's okay for many people. It is a little weird to see a boy playing with a Barbie or something like that, but I mean, it's no different. I mean, what would be the problem? Topper said nope. For a vasectomy years ago, best thing I ever did was I don't want to call the damn urologist to schedule one. Nelson said, hey, Daryl. Daryl said, Lotus, Jane, and Rickardy. Carlos said, Pee-wee 50. Yep, like a Honda, I don't even remember what it is, but it's a Honda 50cc 4-stroke. They're not the cheapest. I can get a 125 for cheaper I can 50 on Marketplace. Florida said, hey, Mac. Daryl said, hi, Nelson. Kevin said, hello, brother. Don't worry, I'm here. Forgive me and believe me, as long as you believe in Bugs Bunny. Carlos said, sup, Daryl. Daryl said, floored, big. You gonna be okay? You gonna fall asleep on live again?
No.
While you read?
You're doing good.
I only got 9 minutes.
You're doing good.
Oh! Lift up the Oculus. Look what I went and found today. I'll go get me some AA batteries, and not even for that thing that your wife hides in her drawer.
But you always got to go back to stupid shit.
I went and found the Oculus today, and I found a couple games I want to try. If there's a way to live stream or play with people, I'd love to do it. And I also found there's a game called Elden Ring Online. Anybody have any input on that? Daryl said 32 minutes tonight. All right. Anthony said, hi from the UK. How's your day been going? It's all good over here, and my little sister loves playing with me. Old Hot Wheels tracks. That's awesome, Anthony. Treasure your time with your little ones or your little sister. Before long, Y'all won't get along, and then eventually you'll come back together, hopefully. But things over here across the pond in America land are pretty decent. Hot and humid, but pretty alright. Up in Ohio, it's apparently 50s. Down in North Carolina, it's still in the mid 80s with high humidity. But I'm glad to hear it's going good over there in the UK. Jane said, LOL, I went back and watched Pops. You jumped.
I'm surprised nobody said anything about it.
Lotus said, I had a Honda 80. It was a blast. Then a Yamaha 125 RZ. Let's see, was the Eton for me or for Steven? The 50. Or 40, whatever it is. It was for
like,
me, what? Because I had
you had a little blue two-stroke 50.
Yeah.
And it was a one-wheel peel.
And it would also cut off if I went too fast.
And
that was
so
bullshit.
we ended up getting rid of it and got the Eton 40. And you outgrew it and we got the 90, and Stephen took over the Eton 40.
Okay. Well, I would love to get Addie the 50cc dirt bike if she wants to ride dirt bikes. It's up to her. But honestly, knowing what we know now, I would rather get her like a little side by side. They are safer. But again, it's not that big of a deal if she doesn't want to. Florida said, any burnouts coming up? I don't think there's one coming up in July, but last weekend was burnouts. But a customer did order the wrong size tires, so I do have burnout tires now. And 2 of the 16s that come off of his tires, guess what? They're pretty dang good shape. They only a year old, so I'm going to slap them on some stock Z28 16s, and we're going to send it.
We can do all 4 like that.
Yep. I mean, all 4 of them. I mean,
those 4 would be good for here like, Lotus been bitching about a bottle. I do need to give him a little burnout.
Yeah. Jane said, Oculus. I want one. I want to play it.
Makes me dizzy, but I want to get where
cool.
I want to get where I can do. I want like the where you're walking the plank and I want to try that.
I really want to play video games again. I know I have plenty of spare time.
Well, you ain't been doing it the last 2 weeks. Looks
shut
like you
the
got
hell
plenty
up.
of time. Sure the hell ain't been here doing shit.
I will shit on you in your sleep. Maria said, is it always going to be like that where you do your first hour and your dad does the second? Well, Maria, with me getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I do have to drive 30 minutes home.
What are you talking about?
And then I stay on Marketplace and TikTok for 6 hours.
6 out of the last 7 days I've been doing it by my damn self. And the video.
Shit. Hell no, not for you, fucker. Lotus said, I've heard Fallout 4 on VR is fun. That is my scar. You were scraping.
Oh, test the durability.
Yeah, fuck you. And that stick, I will wrap it up your ass. Make you talk with it. I imagine it would be, Lotus. Jane retracted her message.
You need to respect your elders, though. That's why she had that on there and she took it off.
Suck me. Jenny said, can you read your dad? Is it okay if your dad comes on me? Okay. I should have known you were one of them weird fuckers. Janie said 50s later tonight. Cool. Lotus said 86 Fahrenheit. Gotcha. Okay, so it's supposed to be the 50s tonight, but it's still 86 up there. Gotcha. Maria said, who jumped?
I fell asleep last night on the live.
Oh, Lotus corrected himself, said it's 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Florida said it's 78 in Virginia. Jane said, Pops fell asleep on the live last night. Florida sent a star for 2 jewels. Thank you, Florida. Wicked Wizard said, hi. Hello, Wicked Wizard. Lotus said, I had 80s bikes. We didn't have no stinking safeties. That Yamaha 125 two-stroke was a ripper for a 14-year-old. I bet so. Hell, adults still ride a 125 or a 250 two-stroke. Carlos said it's 50 degrees Fahrenheit here in Western Australia. Cool. Anthony said it's been higher of 17 degrees in the 5 to 1 in the morning. Wow. Graho said hello from Balkans. Balkans.
Hello.
Jane said Balkans. I want to go. Welcome. Looks like the map hasn't died off. We just hadn't been putting in pins. Carlo said, okay, I don't know why we're saying that, Carlo. Maria said, really? Well, he did already look sleepy. Yeah, Maria, he even told me about it this morning, said he fell asleep. Jenny said, calling me weird is not very nice. That is rude. Hold on. Where is it? Hold on. I got something for you. Hold on. Be patient. I mean, you want to say stupid shit. Hold on. I got something for you. Just patience. Load, you motherfucker.
God.
I promise the answer is no. Florida said I have an XR250. That's awesome. Jay said, oh, Jenny, be careful what you say here. He's on a roll. Lotus said, yep, play it. Florida said, must be your first time here. Must be, because show me on this doll where I give a flying fuck.
We respect, but if you don't us, we don't you.
Yeah, you go. Listen, your first few comments were pretty nice, and then you want to start talking about that sex god shit. Best thing for you to do is just take a hike and shut the hell up till you can start talking right again. Because remember, this is our live. If you don't like it, you can swipe on. Let's see here. Florida must be your first time here. Jay said, LOL, there you go, didn't he? Ryan said, I honestly skipped the music in the videos. Well, fuck, you probably skipped my whole video. I don't blame you. I know you don't like your AI songs.
Well, I know the ones I put up, he skips the whole video. Then.
Yeah. Daryl said, I have no idea what's being said in that song. It's D-I-L-L-I-G-A-F. Does it look like I give a fuck? That's all it is. That's all it says. D-I-L-L-I-G-A-F. Jay says, Ryan, I like the songs. Yeah, Ryan says the AI bothers his listening skills. I told him I apologize, but if I cut out all the parts, or like, I think today Dad recorded probably 2 or 3 hours of skid steer footage. So if I don't speed it up and I just let it play, you're talking that's potentially 3 hours worth of content, and we try to keep it about a 30-minute video. That's 10 days worth of just watching him on the skid steer. But hey, I understand,
Unless
right?
I leave it to him to put it up, and he skips all around because I can't
keep up with it.
I try to keep up. I'll go back and look. He just starts randomly putting shit up, so y'all seen where I ain't even got to on the videos yet.
Yep. Let's see here. Lotus said, oh, hold on. Jane said, Ryan, I like the song. Lotus said, the AI music is a bit much, guys. My bad. Jane said, Daryl had a cool new song.
Who don't like our music?
Lotus said it was a bit too much. Ryan doesn't like any AI songs.
Ryan does it.
Jane said,
Play
Daryl
that song, damn it.
Ryan said, it's not a don't like, it's I hear a squeal, AI has a watermark, LOL.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it does have a certain way it sounds.
Well, then why don't we?
Because we're not listening for it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know it did that.
Maria said 2 to 3 hours. Yeah. What you got to realize, Maria, is let's say Dad gets here at 5:30 whenever he punches out. At 5:30, he gets on the skid steer, cuts the camera on, and I read from 7 to 8. That's 2.5 hours of recording that he's doing right there. Then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if he's out there on the skid steer for 7 hours, we're probably
Sometimes
recording.
I'll go through 2 or 3 batteries.
So you're talking, we record hours and hours of footage. Like tomorrow's video is me putting on tires on the XB, and I mean, that took an hour. And it's a 30-minute, like right at 31-minute video. So I mean, we speed stuff up because we want to condense down and show you all one thing. We don't have the internet to upload an hour-long video.
Last time we done a little over an hour, it
Took 3 days.
but yeah.
Daryl said he hasn't made any in a month or so. Jason, well, Ryan and Lotus, you two listen to weird shit. Ryan said I would watch 3 hours of him on a skid steer. Oh, really? Well, that might be something we look into uploading, but I mean, again, you're talking, it's probably going to take 4 or 5 days for it to upload on something like that, and we couldn't upload anything in the meantime. Nira said hi, hello.
Hello. It probably wouldn't be so bad if we didn't speed it up. I was trying to speed it up so y'all don't get bored with just watching what I do, you know, because some of those stumps take quite a bit of time to get up.
Yeah.
Some of them are about as big as the damn skid steer.
Carlos said the original DILLIGAF song was by Rodney Rood, a comedian from Western Australia. Cool. Ryan said, no, Jane, it's like dial-up noises in the background. That might just be AI, might not be just AI, might be me speeding up videos too. Florida said time-lapse shorts would be cool. We want to do that. The problem I have with that, Florida, is you can only upload shorts from your phone. And I've learned if I leave my phone sitting there recording, it'll turn the recording off after 10 minutes. Maria said, no one will watch a guy mowing the ground for 2 hours. I'll watch the first 2 minutes. Just like I do, I'll watch the beginning and skip the rest. This asshole. Alexa said 9 and 21. Ryan said it's a high-pitched dial-up modem type of sound. Me and like 2 other people I've met online can hear it.
Wow.
Flora said, how much fuel do you go through in 7 hours? He'll use the whole tank in 1 day.
You know, I have used the whole tank in 1 day. The other day I went and paid my fuel bill. It was $444.
Lotus said, I got you. Upload that 10-hour video as an all-day stream. Ryan said, I'm not hate, I promise. No. I know you're not. We've talked about it before.
If there was a way I could upload and not tie up the computer for the daily things, I would. That ain't a bad idea. But
well, it would be nice if the old laptops would actually function Premiere again, and I could basically take it
I was
to my
going to
house
say,
and
can't you
upload it.
take that
I could.
home?
Yeah. But again, the laptops weren't working the last time I was trying to use them. I can try to get them to work
But
again.
that's why we need another computer in another
Yeah.
office.
And we need
Get
better
another
internet.
office.
Mr. 90 said, yes, Big Strong Bastar is finally back.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. 90, I'm probably fitting to leave. As in, I'm fitting to leave, but I'll get caught up and I'm going to head out. Mr. 90 said, why have you put Stone Coldie in back? So I could read just for you, Mr. 90. Ryan said, nah, it's the AI. Other channels are the exact same. Gotcha, okay. Lotus said, a bag of ammonium nitrate will get the stump up a lot faster. AMPHO. Okay. Mr. 90 said, Stone Coldie is very tired today, rubbing his eyelids.
I am.
He fell asleep yesterday on the live. Jenny said, Jenny, why did you want to be timed out? Are you in competition with someone? See who gets timed out more? Apparently, but just remember, the more you time them out, the more stupidity will come. Carlos said, a bag of OK skunk will get you too. Lotus said, I can show how to do it. Use OBS Studio and set the source to the, of the stream as the video. Huh, okay.
Well, I'm not joking here. If there's something I could try to do that, I would love to try to do it. So tell Randy what to do so I can get him to do it.
Alright. Let's see, you're right here. Leo Lee said, by the way, UFC card is starting for anyone who watches it. I'm out then. I'll watch that stuff. I'll fake.
Ryan said, Jenny just wants to be degraded in chat so she can feel alive in real life, Jane.
Oh, you're one of them weirdos that like to be degraded.
Jane says, have a good night, R3. Amber says, hey, cuties. Hello, Amber.
Hello, Amber.
Ryan says, hello, Amber. Maria said, he needs coffee. Yeah. Carlo said, what's up, Amber? Whoop. Amber says, hi, Ryan. Hi, hey, Carlo. She said, actually said, hey, Ryan and hey, Carlo. Lotus says, AMPO is a high explosive they use in mining, but it's just getting a hold of it. If we can get it, tell Randy how, we'll figure it out. Amber said, hey Maria, hey Lotus, Alexis 1323. Maria says, hi Amber. Amber says, hey Maria. Jane says, hi Amber. Amber said, hey Alexis, and hey Jane. Flora said, there has to be tutorials online for it, Pops. Well, I really don't want them to flag for looking up how to bomb. So,
what do y'all think my FBI agent's favorite color is? We both know I got an FBI agent listening to my conversation.
Carlos said later R3. Amber said, hey R3, bye R3.
I had to wait for Amber to get here. Everybody have a good day, good night, whenever you're watching this. Remember, most importantly, keep it silly and be safe.
Ryan said drive safe R3. Floyd said bye R3. Maria said bye R3. Alexis said Alexis Hubert. Mr. 90 says I have ignored my second wife when she phoned me today. I spent most of my day with first wife. Ryan said red. Jane said hi, Mr. 90. No sweetness from second wife for you. Floyd said I make tutorials for the YouTube shorts, not to Nitro and Diesel. All right. Oh, I forgot to bring that in. Sorry.
The ones with the dots were mine, but if they fit you, well.
I have no idea. I just took a few pair in case it.
Glad to come back in. I about forgot my work pants.
Figured my fat ass would fit in one of them. Let's see what we got. Ryan said hello, R3. Mr. Knight said, where did big strong bastard go? He's got to go home. He hasn't told everybody, but he has been given a curfew. He has to be home at a certain time. Or he gets 12 lashes with a belt. $11 people, 24. Ryan said R3 got to be on. Yep. He left a couple minutes late, so he'll probably be going home. Bria said that he has to protect the house. Mr. Nicey, he should spend time with wife, which does not give him curfew, Stone Cody. I'm just making a joke. Lotus says, I can dig he got kids and responsibilities. The only thing is more than likely, they're not home yet. They're at grandma's, so he probably go home, probably get him a bite to eat and go to bed. They'll come home. They're not home yet. I'm about sure they're not home. Jane said, Pops, Maddie doesn't want to raise those girls alone. Behave. Rich said, exactly, Jane. I'm fixing time two of y'all out. Mr. Knight said, I only have kids with first wife, not second wife. Rich said, evil man. The girls and Madison was here today. They were here for the breakfast live, unlike some people. Alexis said 11. 24. Jane said, Lord, well, Maria, I was thinking something not very nice. Lotus said, I missed breakfast. Was it good? Yeah, it was good. He did try something a little different today. He brought some hamburger meat because we did those flatbread last week. And it was real good, but I didn't have any ham and turkey. So, because last week I cut up ham and everything and we put that in there. Well, this time he used hamburger meat. He made 2 of them, but by the time I ate 2 pancakes and one of those quarters, I was full. I didn't even eat no sausage this morning, but it was good. Florida said I was one of those some people. Rita said, did you want me to come to North Carolina to eat breakfast with y'all? Yeah, you're welcome to. James said, what? I was standing out front waiting for Uber. What the hell, Pops? I sent it. Rita said, I'm tired of this first and second wife shit. Mr. Knight said, do you watch boxing yesterday with Putin in main event Stone Cold? I do not. I don't watch boxing. Floyd said, I missed breakfast and been hungry ever since. Maria said, McKnighty, in the UK, they allow you to marry more than one wife? Question mark. Mr. Knight said, Maria is jealous because she has no wife. Alexis said 11. Maria said, Lord, yes, I'm jealous of you because I want a wife. Alexis says 14. Maria said, I would love to be a husband. The last female that tried to go be a male like that, she ended up killing herself. Alexis said 14, 24. I think it didn't take but a year. Maria said, who? Some woman went undercover to be a man, and then I think she did it for a little over a year or something, and it messed her up so bad she ended up killing herself. Robert said, how is the weather? It got real hot today, and then a storm come in. It got very humid, but it's good. I enjoy it. Lotus said, well, we know who wears the pants in that deal. Mike says, hello, everyone. Hello, Mike. Lotus said, what's up, Mike? AIKO says, your glasses are cool. Well, thank you. These are my good glasses. Some people don't like them. Robert said, where's Randy Jr.? Robert, you just missed him. He just drove off. Maria said, McKnighty, do you have 2 wives for religion reasons? Jane said, hey, Mike. Maria said, bad glasses. Some people like them just because you don't. And some of those people just happens to be me. I like them. Floyd said, I'm not one of those some people. Floyd says, I can't keep up, lol. Mr. Knighty said, there is no religious reason to have 2 wives. I have 2 wives because I can and I wanted to. Brenda says, I am one of them. Oh, okay, Mr. Knighty. "13 people, 25 thumbs up. Like a coconut." Maria says, I blame the wives then. You always looking to blame somebody. Don't you understand that some people have different thoughts process, different wants and different needs? If we all thought and wanted the same thing, we'd all be the same and boring. Everybody's different. I might not agree with it, but that's him and his. If he wants 100 wives, if they're okay with it, that's them and theirs. You shouldn't blame anybody. Always playing the blame game. Like me, I like wearing my orange shirt. Everybody had a problem with me wearing my orange shirt, so now I've gotten where I don't wear them all the time. Ryan said I would have 2 wives. I would love the idea of doing twice the shit I normally have to do. I can't say anything. People think I down people when I say anything. I just read the comments. I'll stay out of it. Lotus says, and having to yell at you for when you F up. Mike says, hi Lotus, how are you? Lotus said, I'm good, Mike. And Ryan said, hey Mike. And Mike said, hi Jane. Miss Ryan says, don't go to when will you get second wife? Ain't gonna happen. James the law, I did all the work around my house. Mike said, hi, Ryan. Lotus said, oh my God, what do you want to eat with 2 of them? Mike said, I'm Maria. Maria said, I don't accept that because I see in my society how men treat their wives. They're Here they don't treat their wives equally. He only cared about one of his wives and forgot about the other one. You don't know that. You don't even know if he really has two wives. He could be in there just making a joke and making funny things. Some people come in here and live a whole alternate life on these lives, and none of it's ever even true. Some people come in here and say stuff just to get everybody riled up. James said, and in your place, in your society, people might treat like that. In his society, they may not. We never know. James said, quit being so judgmental. James said, if I wanted stuff done, I had to do it. Maria said, Stone Cold doesn't even want one wife. Lotus said, if you would ever see, you will never see food again. Cootie said, hello, been busy as heck. The salmon, asparagus, and potatoes turned out heck of good. 10-10. Good. Awesome, Cootie. Cootie, if you would you shoot us an email so so we'll have your email, please, at Never Done Projects. What is it? Never Done Projects at Gmail, I think it is. Let me look it up. I'm about sure it is. Where's mine? Let me make sure I'm telling you right. Hold on. Let me find out something. John said, hi, I'm ready. Hello. Isn't it Never Done Projects at gmail.com? I thought it was Gmail. I didn't think it was Yahoo. I just making sure. Love you, bud. I'm asking somebody to, yes. Love you, bud. Yes, it's Never Done Projects at gmail.com. Will you shoot us an email, please? Cootie. John said, hi. Maria said, oh wow, you unfunny jokes. Lotus said, hey, Cootie. Ryan said, hey, Cootie. Mr. Knight said, Jane is nice lady. When I come to America, I will try to marry her. Then he'll have 3. Cootie said, hello, Lotus. And Ryan, Jane said, I need to live an alternate though through this life. Tomorrow you may meet a new Jane. Maria said, you're so annoying. Lotus said, I know you are, but what am I? Ryan said, Lord Maria. Cootie said, email, oh Jesus, should I be scared? No, I just got a question for you, that's all. Please. Maria said, you're under arrest. Lotus said, you're going in the Randy files. You should be scared. Done there. You ain't got to worry about that. Maria said, Cootie, you're going to jail. Kiko's got the Vivo and Randy. Cootie said, left my ass off for what? Send me an email and I'll tell you. Jane said, hi, Cootie. Mr. Knight said, I have to wake you up for work in 6 hours. Cootie says, hello, Jane. Jane says, oh, Mr. Naughty, good effing luck. I'll never be married again. Maria says, I'll never marry, ever. Especially here. Somebody told me a bunch of Chinese people come over there and they marry Chinese people. Think one law. Matter of fact, I hadn't talked to our Chinese friend lately. I need to see what she's doing. Lotus said Jane is saving herself for Adam. Ella says, hey, my uncle's daughter, hello. Mr. Knighty says, why would you not marry again, Janie? All right, thank you. I get done with here, I'll check it. Thank you. Maria said, Lowell, that's women who marry Chinese men because they are sick of Iraqi men. Men are racist. They are not going to marry Chinese women. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Makes sense. Jane said, Lowell, no, I just thought, Adam, seriously, there will be no other man. Cooney said he's asking permission to steal my salmon, asparagus, and potato recipe. You wasn't supposed to tell everybody. I was going to learn how to cook. I need a good supper. Cootie said, Maria said maybe I should marry a Chinese man and escape to China. You never know. Maria said, but I'm afraid of one thing. Jane said, at least it's not mac and cheese and sardines. Yeah. I know that Chinese lady that came over here, she married somebody here. And she told me over here she really wasn't, wanting to get married. So she didn't go into detail that before she met him, he was just a customer. And so I don't know what changed it. We didn't get into the details, but she just said there they are. Now I think they're engaged. I don't think they're married yet. Cooter said, Jane, how dare you? Maria said, Cat's restaurant. Ella said, why are Iraqis so similar? I have no idea. Jason, Maria, you don't want to go to China? Ryan said, Maria, marry an American. Maria said, Eli asking what's wrong with Iraqi men. I don't think nothing's wrong with them. I think there was somebody said something about it being, they won't marry Chinese women. It's the women that marry Chinese men. I think that's what was said. Lotus said, Lowell, they do it in parts of China dogs too. Jane said, Lowell, she's afraid of Cat's restaurants. Maria says, why, Ryan? Because Ella is Iraq. Dale says, you're not a tough guy. I'd never act like I was a tough guy. Ella says, I'm a legend of honesty. I don't care about the rest. I rank myself among the top 10 best people in history. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with having self-confidence. Ron's in America, marriage, so long as you find a decent guy that you truly want to be with is more equal. John said that salmon recipe is for real. Ryan said, if anything, the woman has more power. Mary said, Lord, if I married an American, my family wouldn't talk to me again. See, I told you, your family hated Americans. Cootie said, I shall never tell. Lotus said, that's a shame. Jane said, Ryan, you think American wife has more power? Ryan said, you won't need them. America will take care of you. We will be family. Ella says, marry the lesbian man who will be kind to you. Mary said, yes, love. Bands-in men are good and kind. I would about be willing to bet there's some that's not, because there's good men everywhere. Just like women, they'll be put in all corners of the earth, and then the earth was made round. You can go to the corner store to find good people. Jane said, I married the wrong damn man then. Ryan said, yes, Jane, there are things I'll put my foot down on, but Amanda says it or ask it, and I'm after it. Lotus says, at the end of the day, if you really love your wife, she will win the days away, always. Ella says, yeah, they will be like in 2003, right? Ryan said, don't get me wrong, I'm not eating ass, but if she asks. Ryan said, exactly, Lotus. Mr. Ryan, why are you advertising to American men? Oh, shit. 10 people in here, 29 thumbs up. You know something that just reminds me? Eats the Butt hadn't been in here in a long time. I miss him. Randy really likes for him to come in. And Biggest Titty, Tiggest Bitties. They ain't been in here in a while. Renee said, my friend, she's Iraqi from Canada. She married to an American man. Ryan said, most calls I'm American, lol. I know what I'm willing to do for my wife. I know there are other men like me here who would love to find their other person. Maria said, they're so happy together. Jane said, lol, oops. Biggest, yeah, I said it wrong, didn't I? Goody says, I ran out of fabric ink for my short shorts, but they're looking so good. Very cute. Yeah. Ella's laughing and said, place of worship. Maria said, of course, she's happy she didn't marry an Iraqi. Are you saying all Iraqi men are mean to their wife? Maria said, what does mean? I'm not even going to put it in translate. JH says hi. Hello, JH. 10 people, 30 thumbs up. Lotus said, bro, have you not heard about how things are there for women? I have, but I've also been told I shouldn't believe everything I've heard. Red said, no, of course not. All of them, like my dad is so good and kind to my mom, he never yelled at her or hit her. See, that's what I'm saying. Cootie said, still nervous about email. Nothing. I just... Jane said, hey, JH, Mary's never been bad to her. Lotus said, it's some straight BS. Ella said, it means he's going to work himself into a bone while everyone else is on vacation just to get attention, so to speak. Ron said, she's happy because American men treat our women right. Not saying they're not bad guys, there are. But their right guy will fold in half under the right woman's glaze. Maria said, but I see some men, they don't treat their wives good. His wife is going to be the smartest and the prettiest, and still he's going to treat his wife bad or cheat on her. That's just some guys. It don't matter what place of the earth they are. Ryan said, we don't raise ourselves here thinking men are above women. It's 50-50, usually no nowadays. He said, I'm sure there's bad men in America, but the law protects women in America. That don't mean it don't happen. Let's see. Maria said, that's why it's different. Ron said the laws absolutely favor women here. Maria said, marry a man is a bad idea. In the end, you don't know when he'll turn crazy and try to kill you, like most of marriage's crimes are by men. Maria said, yep, Ryan, that's what I like about the U.S. The law protects everyone. Ella says, favoring anyone is not a good thing, buddy. You're exactly right, it's not. Cootie said, heck yeah, it does. Sometimes too much. I've seen women completely shatter men's whole lives and get away with it, unfortunately. Exactly. Jane says, and I'm not talking about any particular body, I'm just saying. Jane said, well, there is the word Ryan. Nowadays, I got married 50 years ago, and trust me, men are waiting on hand and foot, and they did what they wanted, and when they wanted, when and where they wanted. Hugh said, hello, Randy. Hello, Jane. Hello, Hugh. Lotus said, yep, we all turn to murder eventually, just like the CSI shows. Hugh says, hello, Maria. Lotus said, what's up, Hugh? Hugh said, hello, Ryan. Jane said, wives took care of the house and kids and everything else. Maria Lotus, laughing Lotus. Hugh said, hello, Lotus. Maria said, I agree, Jane. Hugh said, hello, Cootie. Cootie said, hello, Hugh. Hugh says, hello, JH. AJ says, are you going to audition for Steamer University? No. Maria said, every older woman tell me not to get married. Jane said, hi, Hugh. Ryan said, it's the truth, and it's good for her being a woman that our laws favor women. It's fact, not an opinion. Ryan said, hello, AJ, and hello, John. I said, Ryan, I meant Hugh. Hila says, honestly, you're laughing with all the due respect. AJ says, hello, Hugh, and Jane says, hi, AJ. Maria says, Hila, all I'm saying are my opinions. All I'm doing is reading their opinions. I'm trying not to say anything out of the way. Hugh said, I had to stop at Walmart to give 4 cans of baked king so I can finish spraying off the bottom of my block, and then I can start grinding rings. Cootie said, Maria doesn't define everything. Maria, but sometimes it does make or break people. AJ says, hi, Jane. It says, how's the weather today? It was very hot. Beautiful. It got a little storm come through. It's real humidity, but it is warm. Hugh said, I made 2 videos and both had no sound. Oh, girl, I think the mic dropped. I told Randy I needed to get these mics hooked up to this because everybody last night was complaining about the air conditioner sound. I don't think nobody's complaining about it tonight. Ella says, with all due respect, the personal opinion that all men are bad and will ultimately kill or cheat on you is called sexism. And with all due respect, it's a poorly substance narrative. I agree with you. Baron from says hello from Ohio. You says hello, Baron, and oh wait, it hot. Goody said people who complain about this sound are weak, and there you go. Did you get the email I emailed back, Cootie? Maria said I didn't say all men are bad. I read it, but it seemed like you said you wouldn't in that, because in your society, I thought you said all men treat their, or you might not have said all, but you said men treat their wives badly in your society. So that's the reason I asked about all men. Husband said, picked up a large jukebox today. Got to get a toggle switch to fix it. Cool. I like the old jukeboxes. I wouldn't mind having one of them. I always wanted a like a man cave with a jukebox in it. I'd love to have one. Maria said most of them, yeah. And like I said, remember I had said something about that before, and you said that the things I had heard wasn't all true. And I had heard that men are very mean to women over there. So I was under the impression that I was wrong, so I mean, maybe I just need to read the comments. Because I can do everything right and still be wrong. We made a song like that, or Randy did. I know Ryan didn't listen to it. Maria said, give me a minute to think. Give me a minute to think so I can tell you how wrong you are for listening to the wrong thing I said. You heard what I said wrong. Yeah, I understand. I've heard that before. Lord, forgive me. Chris said, yes, you're wrong. And said, yee-haw. Cootie said, just checked and replied. All right, thank you. I believe it just come through. Chris said, but I'm trying to think how I'm going to explain how you were wrong. Yeah, exactly. Are you going to listen to your lying ears or this story I'm fixing to tell you? Hey, listen, honestly, I haven't lived my whole life in Iraq. I've been all sorts of things, from stories to betrayal from both sides and bad treatment from both sides. You probably have this opinion because you're still young and haven't been in a real relationship yet. James said, Lowell, for once, you're not giving your opinion on this, Pops. Exactly. I do not want nobody to get, I'm just reading. Cootie said, chat is heated today. I know, right? I thought maybe we would change it a little bit when you started talking about the engine. You said a lot more Muslims are moderated and don't follow all of the Quran. That is extreme. James said, oh, we're women, Maria, men are wrong. Maria said, I haven't actually entered in a romantic relationship. You said, I have met some great Muslim families, and I like anyone else. Like anyone else, some are good people, some are, and some aren't. And this is true. And again, it's a lot of an opinion, and some people are basing what they're saying off of fact. Like for instance, things are in favor of the female here in America. It's not really, it shouldn't be, but it is. A female can ruin a guy's life, and he don't even, I'm just saying, he really doesn't have to do anything, but he has to prove his innocent, where all she's got to do is holler. But again, that's probably a controversial subject, and I should keep reading. Hughes says, Iraq, from what I have read, is not like years back. Maria going to college proves that. And I am glad, said Hugh. Said, there are bases of opinions on propaganda. Yep. Sorry, yep. Maria says, look, are not bad. People here are not bad. You can come here and they're going to treat you with love and respect, but the man who treats his wife bad, he can also treat you good. AJ says, you were talking about how squeezing an orange and juice comes out, so when you say things that come out of your mouth, that is what is in your body. That's a great example you use in the vid. Yep, exactly. Hila says, all religions have the same thing, that why we sell KKK and ISIS. Cootie said, don't even get me started about child custody. Sometimes it gets real sad. Yes, that's what I'm saying. And again, I'm not saying any particular person. I'm just saying normally the guy is an uphill battle for him. Maria said, Hugh, women go to college here since the 40s. You said, right, Maria, old timers anywhere believe in the old ways. They're in here. Ella said, Maria, do you live in Iraq? You said, I mean, back, Maria, Iraq isn't like Afghanistan and other countries. Hyper said, Fruit Loops or Pops? I'm the Fruit Loop guy. Pops for Randy. Maria said, yeah, I believe in the past had more freedom now. Religion, men try to control women. Maria said, Ela, yes, I'm living in Iraq currently. AJ says, I have been doing good with thinking about what I am going to say before saying things. And that's another good thing, a very good thing, AJ. You need to think about what you say before you say it, because one, it may come out wrong. And two, you may have it in your head, but you may be spouting it out to say and hurt somebody. It may not really be how you feel, it's just how you feel at that very moment, but you're trying to hurt. And a lot of hurt can be done with the words that come out your mouth. You said there is good and bad in everything and everywhere. This is true. Where there is good, there is evil. Where there is up, there is down. If you got a right, there's a left. Did we ever go into Daryl's live? I bet you we did not. He said it was 32 minutes tonight. I bet you, daggone it. Daryl, if you're still in here, sorry, man. I did not go into your live. I am so sorry. I got to reading and forgot. I am so sorry. Jane said, okay, I'm signing off. Take care, all. See you, Jane. I hope you're not leaving mad. Have a good night. Take care. Hugh said, have a great night. Jane Cooter says, darn tootin', I'm number 12. Who changed that if I didn't join so late? AJ says, bye, Jane. And Jane said, I'm not good. Cootie said, good night, Jane. I know that sometimes the live we get a little heated, and I don't think nobody really meant anything towards anybody. You said, man, I need to hurry up and get this engine together and mounted. Yeah, we need to get back on ours and find out what happened to ours, but I've got a plan. If we can get the plan going, we can get some stuff going back. Like I said, I still got a lot of content I need to do for the skid steer, but we do got a lot to go on here, get going. You said I still need to get tires and a drive shaft before my job is gone. Oh, I thought they were going to try to cut your money and keep the plan open, or was that just BS to try to get people to cut their money? Hila says, whether in the past or present, religion cities haven't changed. On the contrary, freedom is now more comprehensive, and women's rights organized are numerous. My aunt is the head of the branches, and since my family lives in a religious city, I haven't seen anyone controlling anyone else. AJ says, you have a very cool thumbnail and you have been consistent with it. That's nice. Yeah, Randy's been doing good thumbnails. I like them. I appreciate it. You said there is a company that takes a 06 and up Crown Vic spindles and machines them to a GT 500 Mustang rotors and 4 piston GM calipers. Cool. You said they are not. They are closing the plant, Pops. Oh, I'm sorry. I read two different ones. Sorry to hear that, Hughes. I know last time I remember when we talked about it, you said something about it, but I thought it was just a way to get everybody to cut their money, but I still hate that. Adam at Grease Spots said, Pops, hello, Adam. Cootie said, my boyfriend going to the car meet up today. We went, well, meet up today went well for him. He had a raffle prize and he won 3 of them. Came home and gave me a startup gathering kit. He won because I wanted to start it up so badly. Awesome. You said hello, Adam, and it's okay. 5280, he said, hey, Pops, how are you doing? Sorry I haven't been in a couple of days. Been busy for a few days. That's fine. William, right? Like I said, we're always here. You're welcome. Thank you for coming in. AJ says, any event you are going to for burnouts? No, we missed last week when I think Randy said there's one in July, a local one. But we got to get our money back up. I do want to do another one in fall, the fall time, but we're trying to get our things going right here. You said, no, it's closing. We believe it will reopen as Cooper with no union, but we'll see. Adam says, GB. Cootie says, y'all ever going out of state? Well, you know, in April we went to Florida. We've not taken the cars anywhere but Florida. We've been to Indianapolis. We've been to Bristol. I want to go up north. I can't think of where that one's at. Maine, I think. But we haven't been to it yet. But we do want to go to other states, yes. William said, Pops, how's Randy? He's doing good. He read for the first hour. He just got home not very long ago. Thank you for asking. I'm wanting to get into more like one guy we met at April event. He's been on showing, he went to 5 different events in 5 weeks. But they've got a little bit of backing. See, we don't. Right now, we're doing everything ourselves. Matter of fact, Goody, you give more money than anybody on the lives here that openly give like that. And we need to try to find a sponsor, and we need to get it set up so Randy's vacation. I'll have even more vacation next year than I got this year, but Randy's still kind of behind on his. He's not been there long enough to have a lot of vacation. I think his moves up next year, but still, we're trying to get everything to where I want to go to more. AJ says, ever went to Chicago for a burnout event? We have not. I would love to, but we've not. Cootie says, how about to Rhode Island? Just kidding. There's a lot of car enthusiasts there, though. I've never been. I would love to go, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm game to go about anywhere. AJ said, wait, Cootie makes $100 a year. William said, Pops, man, you should come to Colorado. Great mountain drives here. I've always wanted to go to Colorado. It'd be great. AJ says, howdy. And Cootie says, AJ left my ass on no. Jason said, home fries or hash browns? It depends on what they are. I like the patty hash brown, and I like the home fries that's got seasoning on them. So it kind of depends. I like hash browns though. I don't like the shredded hash browns. I like them in a patty or a little, like a little ball or like a little barrel. I like those. I'll take those over home fries. AJ says, I smell lies, Goody. Ha ha. Goody says, AJ, I got 17 an hour and work 39 hours every week. William said, hash browns, Jason. Goody said, you do the math. Scott says, hi, mate. Hello, Scott. We have got 12 people in here, 36 thumbs up. I do appreciate it. I wish they'd go back to letting these things go. We were doing a lot better till YouTube started messing around with everything, and now we can't get it all. We can't really get it going now. Let's see. William says, Scott, are you an Australian? AJ says, not 3901 9839 739 out of 40 hours. Haha. Scott said, I am from England, Manchester. AJ says, I was getting 17 an hour at Harbor Freight Tools. 13 people, 38 thumbs up. AJ says, it was disastrous. I left. William says, Scott, man, is English food really as bad as everyone says? Scott said, yeah. Mike said, AJ, did you get any bargains while you were there? You said hello, Scott. You said hello, Mike. And you said hello, William. Goody said 100,000 a year. I wish. You'd really support us then, wouldn't you? Scott said, but I'll make U.S. and English great again. AJ says that they gave me a discount on items throughout the store. Mike said, hi Hugh, how are you? And Hugh said, sorry, cooking dinner and listening. That's fine, we don't have about 2 more minutes. Y'all know what happens when it clicks over to 58. You said, I'm good, Mike. How are you doing, brother? William said, I had to rent a trailer from Home Depot to help my grandpa get his new TV very sore now. The new TV was very heavy. Good, I'm glad you helped your grandpa, though. Mike said, in my opinion, the downfall of Harbor Freight is when they quit doing the paper coupons. Scott, I love USA and my country. He has moved my damn it, Randy. Yeah. We're going to play this one. I don't know what he's done with my damn song. Damn it.
Thank you for watching our video. We hope to see you tomorrow for another
Aaron
episode.
said we're having dinner late tonight. Fish tacos. Cody's got eagle and flags. AJ says they're kind of chew on me on a sick day when we're unloading the truck. Hugh said, right, Mike, the takes consistently are aggravating as well. I'll get out. Mike says, hi, Cody. Hugh says, Mike, and William says, I had a Harbor Freight socket wrench once and it snapped. Cody says, how long? Mike says, yes, they go overboard on the texts and emails. It's either all or nothing seems. Scott's got American flag and his flag. Cody says, man, having typical difficulties. Mike says, just sing it. Yeah, well, evidently he's cleaned up and I have lost my song. I don't know what he's done with it. Really, now that's, but anyway, sorry about that, everybody. Cootie said, good night, everyone. Have a wonderful night and catch y'all on tomorrow's stream. AJ says, William trying to buy their power drills and Sanders hedging the Hercules. Mike said, don't feel bad. I lost a buttload of video files. We've done it. You can tell he cleaned up the computer today, and I don't know if he deleted it or put it somewhere else. But anyway, I will figure it out. Y'all have a good day, good night whenever you're watching this. And remember, keep it silly. Thank y'all.